Hey, this is Darren LaCroix with another Ask Darren from a live event. These questions come in. How do I find my message? I remember when I first came to NSA, I went to a session, a woman in front of the room, her name was Bobby G-E-E, and she was one of the legends of NSA. And I sat in her class and she was teaching emerging speakers, which that's what I was at the time, and she said, "Why should anyone listen to you? What have you done? What have you overcome?" And I'm sitting in the audience thinking, I don't know, lady, that's why I'm here. Help me out. But that question actually led me to searching inside myself, and it took quite a while to figure out what part of my message was. But years later, I developed my out speech when Mark Brown asked me, if you were going to die tomorrow, what one lesson that you learned from your life would you want to pass on to a child to help them through theirs? Wow, that's deep. And Mark said, you don't just sit down and answer that. He said, take 2 or 3 days and list out every message you can think of. And I did. But he said you can only choose one. And I thought about my nephew Michael, who very close to, and the only child in my life at that time, other than his little brother. But he was the oldest, and I thought he could get the message better at that point in time. And when I really narrowed it down to one lesson, it was I became a comedian because I was willing to fail. So willing to fail became the essence of the message that means the most to me. But what means the most to you? One of the resources that I highly recommend is a book by Judy Carter called Find Your Message. The Message of You is actually the title, The Message of You. Get that book, read through it, and search inside yourself and think, why should anyone listen to you? What have you done? What adversity have you overcome? Maybe it's health. Maybe it's a marriage. Maybe it's children. What is it that you've overcome? Because that's how you can help other people. You've been through the process. That's your message. So search. There's no quick, easy answer for that one. But once you do figure it out, it will become clear. I hope that helps. If you want to have a question for me, just go to www.askdarren.com. Stage time.